To sit with a dog on a glorious day is like heaven. Where doing nothing isn't boring, it's peaceful. When the right dog finds the right human, it's as if it always was and always will be. They protect each other, love each other, teach each other. More importantly, they never let the other down.
One in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering purpose and belonging well-earned. Fighting and winning for our nation and its people. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment is visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine.
They've outgrown their homes and started looking for new ones. But one couple gets a low appraisal, so they can't buy a bigger house. Homes in Black and Latino neighborhoods are often appraised at less than fair market value, leaving Black and Latino families stuck in place. If you believe your home has been unfairly appraised because of race or national origin, that could violate the Fair Housing Act. Contact HUD. Everyone has a right to fair housing.
Junior achievement is where dreams take flight. We are helping students connect what they learn in school to future work and career success. We are teaching them how to manage money to achieve financial security as adults. And we are showing them that starting a business also means changing lives and communities. However, we can't do it alone. Find out how you can help.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unat Gentry. Thanks for joining us on Ace Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Thursday, October 24th. And the community rallies together with both positive and negative feedback about the transitional housing proposal right here in Pahrump.
A groundbreaking project aimed at combating homelessness and food insecurity here in Nye County and Pahrump has been announced with the establishment of Transitional Housing and Nutrition Center. In 2024, over 400 rural Nevadans faced homelessness, with 123 individuals identified here in Nye County. The THNC project, selected as one of the 2 signature projects by the USDA Rural Partners Network, seeks to create a comprehensive facility that will provide shelter, meals, and essential wellness services to underserved individuals and families. Yesterday, October 23rd, Nevada Outreach and Nye Communities Coalition held a community meeting for members to attend, learn more information, and ask questions, emphasizing that this meeting was not a Board of County Commissioners meeting and anyone could be asked to leave. With all of the conference room seats filled, at the end of the meeting, community members with questions were asked to come forward and speak.
instead of taking these homeless people that don't want our help. And I know a bunch of homeless people that go to group to group to group that don't want our help. And I am so opposed to this. I've already written a letter to the USDA, to the rural partners, our commissioners, and a couple of senators and representatives. I'm against this, and I'll be starting a petition.
Currently, I work with foster youth, and I just would like to clarify, because I came in a little bit late, but I want to verify that foster youth who at 18, when their DCFS case closes, and they are left on their own, many who are coming out of facilities because they cannot be housed here in Pahrump, and have not been able to have a job and have savings, and are unable to afford a house initially or housing. Are they covered under this?
Yes, that is the unaccompanied minors.
Thank you so much.
The only thing I gather from all of this presentation is that you're saying that this is coming, whether we like it or not, that we have no say and no vote. Am I right or wrong?
We are looking to build this, but I want input from everyone, naysayers and yaysayers, so that we can hopefully build what the community can utilize.
It has been reported that there will be another meeting November 20th, 2024.
A daughter reportedly stabs her mother here in Pahrump. Now News 25 is speaking with Sheriff Joe McGill about the incident.
Hi, this is Sheriff Joe McGill. It is Tuesday, a little after 5 p.m., Wednesday, I'm sorry. This afternoon at about 3:30 in the afternoon, we received a call of a domestic and a stabbing, which came from this residence, which is to my left here. The initial report was that a female was stabbed and that her daughter was the suspect. The suspect was reportedly fleeing in a vehicle which had a fairly distinctive description, and so deputies responded to the area. As deputies were coming to the residence to make contact with the victim, one of the deputies saw what he believed to be the suspect vehicle, however was unsure and continued to the residence. Once he came to the residence, he found that there was one stabbing victim with what appeared to be fairly superficial wounds. That was the mother. She reported that her daughter had stabbed her with a knife and then fled the residence. As deputies were searching the area for the vehicle, they found the vehicle on Charleston Park in the area of Leslie, and they conducted a traffic stop taking the daughter into custody as well as a male that was with her. The mother and daughter were both transported to Desert View Hospital. Both received stab wounds. It's not really, at this point, sure of where the daughter's injuries came from. However, the daughter is believed to be the instigator of the incident. The daughter will be transported to Nye County Detention Center after her medical treatment, and the male that was in the vehicle was also transported to the detention center for misdemeanor traffic warrants. None of the injuries appear to be life-threatening. Both individuals appear to have superficial, non-life-threatening injuries, and they will be more than likely treated and released. Thank you.
And we turn now to political coverage from the presidential campaign trail. And we have the latest from current Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign. In Las Vegas recently, Dr. Jill Biden, the current First Lady, wife of President Joe Biden, is in Las Vegas speaking on Wednesday on behalf of the Vice President and her presidential campaign. And that was an event that was attended by many on Wednesday. And coming up this weekend, her VP pick, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, will be in Las Vegas campaigning for the Harris-Walz campaign this weekend. And this evening, Kamala Harris is campaigning in another battleground state, Georgia, to rack up more votes for her campaign. And as of note from various political pundits, more and more Republicans are speaking out about their support for the Harris-Walz campaign ticket for president. And on the other side of the aisle, The VP pick for former President Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, held a rally in Las Vegas on Wednesday as well. So our News 25 Las Vegas correspondent Maria Centers had the chance to ask a question about the VP hopeful to audience members and others about the dangers of fentanyl surging into Clark County.
GOP VP nominee J.D. Vance held a rally at Treasure Island on the Sizzling Strip that featured Lieutenant Governor Stavros Anthony and retired U.S. Army Captain and Senate candidate Sam Brown, along with Nevada dignitaries and supporters. KPVM television had the opportunity to ask a question to the vice presidential pick unique to Clark County. Let's hear what J.D. had to say.
On behalf of KPVM television, thank you so much for this question. As you know, alcoholism and/or addiction does not discriminate based on race, education, socioeconomic status, gender, or anything else. And Clark County has seen an increase in fentanyl fatalities, approximately 297% increase in the last couple of years. What do we do?
Very good question, ma'am. And look, it is a big issue, not just in Clark County, not just in Nevada, but all over the United States of America. And the first and most important thing that we've got to do is close down the border and stop this poison from coming into our country in the first place. I speak about this issue with a lot of personal experience because, you know, my mom, for so much of my childhood, struggled with addiction in some form or another. It's why my grandmother raised me. Well, I'm standing here, by the grace of God. My mom has been clean and sober for almost 10 years. And that is but I can't help but wonder, because I've certainly sat by Mom's bedside after a bad overdose, wondering whether she would wake up and praying to God that she did. And I can't help but wonder if the poison that Kamala Harris has led into this country today was in the country 15 years ago, would my mom still be here? And would she have gotten the incredible opportunity to be a great grandmother to our three kids? I think the answer is no. And it's one of the reasons why we've got to stop this poison from coming into our country is to everybody out there. There is hope on the other side of addiction, but only if you get a second chance, and fentanyl is taking second chances away from our citizens. Think about this, 100,000 people dying of overdoses. Most of those overdose deaths every single year are caused by fentanyl. Can you imagine if a foreign country invaded the United States of America and was killing 100,000, mostly young people? We would go to war over it. So why don't we do that right now? Why don't we go to war with the Mexican drug cartels? But ma'am, to your point, obviously the immigration part I think is the biggest part of it because that's where so much of the fentanyl comes in. We've also got to help people get into recovery and stay in recovery. And that's an important thing. We have got to give people the opportunity to keep on trying to get better. Because I really believe, as a person who's made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I think most of us have, the American dream is not just a dream for people who did everything right all the time. The American dream is a dream of second chances, of fighting and trying again and again and again.
Team Trump and Vance have back-to-back rallies in our city this week. Reporting from Clark County and proudly shooting it back over the hump to Pahrump, I'm Maria Centers for News 25 Las Vegas.
And whether you're voting for Harris or Trump, just be sure to get out there and vote. Early voting is underway right now in Nevada and ends November 1st. Election Day is Tuesday, November 5th. We'll be right back.
I hate car shopping. I don't like dealing with all the rude salespeople.
We get it. Greg here with the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. Have you noticed that prices have skyrocketed and the level of service has tanked? Whatever it is we're shopping for, so have we. If you're shopping for your next vehicle, try the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. Visit us on PaHrumpCars.com to shop from a great selection of new Chevrolet and GMCs, plus hundreds of quality pre-owned vehicles.
Wow, the Auto Plaza makes it easy.
America is great and Pahrump is awesome. We have room for our furry friends, and when it's time to care for them, we have the best feed store, Shadow Mountain Feed. Who did Siegfried and Roy call on when their dolphin quit eating? Shadow Mountain Feed. They developed a nutrition solution right in their store. From elephants to dogs and everything in between, they have what you need to feed, grow, and show your animals. They have everything except bread. Don't go there for bread. Shadow Mountain Feed, your one-stop care center for your best friends. At 2371 West Bella Vista, call 775-727-5527.
Hi, I'm attorney Jonathan Nelson of J.K. Nelson Law. If you're going through a divorce, dealing with custody or child support issues, or any other family matters, give us a call today at 775-727-9900. We have a team dedicated to protecting your interests and defending your rights. Let us show you why we've been recognized by Best of Las Vegas and have received Best Attorney in Pahrump for the past 4 years. We're conveniently located to meet and provide you with a free consultation on your legal matter. So give us a call today. Again, 727-9900.
Your home might hold the key to a more secure retirement. For homeowners age 62 and up, nearly 55% of their net worth is often tied up in home equity. You can unlock this potential with a home equity conversion mortgage or reverse mortgage. This can help eliminate mortgage payments, cover unexpected expenses, handle home repairs, and replace taxable retirement withdrawals with tax-free funds. Ready for easier living? Call Accelerated Funding at 775-751-0111.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, it's time now for a look at sports and what the Golden Knights are up to. Here's Mikey Ruhan with more.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. The Vegas Golden Knights return to the ice tomorrow evening. They welcome the Ottawa Senators. A list of 31 seniors and 30 modern-era players advanced in the voting process for the Hall of Fame's class of 2025, 8 of those being former Raiders. Eric Allen, Roger Craig, Lester Hayes, Albert Lewis, Marshawn Lynch, Jim Plunkett, Art Powell, and Steve Wisniewski are on the list. The Pro Football Hall of Fame's class of 2025 will be announced at NFL Honors in New Orleans. The Las Vegas Raiders welcome the Kansas City Chiefs and possibly Taylor Swift this Sunday. And Pahrump Valley Trojan football are in action this evening against Boulder City. JV started at 4, varsity starts at 7. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Watch out there, Mikey. Thanks. Well, with cooler temperatures rolling in the evenings, it's a good time to start preparing for cooler fall and winter temperatures. So Valley Electric Association is sharing some helpful tips for us to help us become more energy efficient.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Pumpkins are ripe, geese are headed south, and there's a chill in the air. You can get your home ready for winter to help make it more comfortable and efficient. Don't wait until the first cold day of winter to find out that your furnace doesn't work. By spending a little time getting ready now, you'll be prepared when the season changes. It's a good time to replace your HVAC air filter if it's dirty. Also, call a pro for a seasonal maintenance checkup to make sure your furnace or heat pump is in good working order. Install a smart thermostat and set it so that you don't heat the house as much when you're asleep or away. This step alone can save up to 10% on heating bills. Fix air sealing to reduce drafts and ensure that insulation is working up to its full potential. Add more insulation if needed. Proper air sealing and insulation in the attic can not only make your home more efficient, but can also help prevent ice dams on the roof. Check smoke and carbon monoxide alarms and change batteries if needed. Switch ceiling fans to rotate clockwise and set them to circulate air slowly while you're home. This distributes warm air more evenly so that your furnace doesn't have to work as hard to keep you comfortable. Check your fireplace and chimney to make sure they're clean and that the flue is in working order. Insulate pipes in crawl spaces or any place freezing temperatures might cause pipes to freeze and burst. Outside, drain hoses and store them for the winter. and protect exterior hose bibs with insulated covers. Finally, clean out gutters so they don't clog and freeze, which can damage the gutters and siding. You can get your home ready for winter to help make it safer, more comfortable, and more efficient.
All right, don't grab that remote. We have the latest tech tips for Team Droid when News 25 returns.
If this is your wreck, you need a check. If this is your wreck, you definitely need a check. Hurt in a wreck, need a check? We're Lerner and Rowe. Make one call, that's all.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Stop! Don't drive to Las Vegas to buy your next vehicle. All the best deals are here at Saida Trudeau. We are your hometown dealer. We've been serving Southern Nevada for over 22 years. When you buy in Las Vegas, you pay higher fees and higher taxes. Plus, your tax dollars stay in Clark County. When you buy here, your tax dollars stay here for our roads and our schools. We are honest, upfront, and support our community. When you come to Saida Trudeau, you will be greeted by our highly trained staff who can answer any questions and help with your concerns. We can serve your needs in sales, automotive repair, auto body repair, RV, and automotive finance. We can help you with all your automotive needs. We carry most makes and models, and always remember, we don't just work here, we live here. This is our community where we raise our families and we care. Come to Saida Trudeau today. We are your original hometown dealer.
As an employee of Valley Electric, I don't just work here. I'm part of something bigger.
We're not just a company, we're a cooperative that invests in our communities.
Every day, we're making a difference, ensuring our neighbors have access to essential services.
Like safe, reliable electricity and fast, affordable communications.
Together, we're making a positive impact on the communities we call home.
America is great and Pahrump is awesome. We have room for our furry friends, and when it's time to care for them, we have the best feed store, Shadow Mountain Feed. Who did Siegfried and Roy call on when their dolphin quit eating? Shadow Mountain Feed. They developed a nutrition solution right in their store. From elephants to dogs and everything in between, they have what you need to feed, grow, and show your animals. They have everything except bread. Don't go there for bread. Shadow Mountain Feed, your one-stop care center for your best friends. At 2371 West Bella Vista, call 775-727-5527.
I was in a wreck. I need a check. Get Lerner and Rowe.
Get your check. Get Lerner and Rowe.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
Get Lerner and Rowe.
Get smart. Get Lerner and Rowe.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
All right, fellow Team Droid members, listen up. Josh Osborne from Great Computer Deals is here with this week's tutorial about how we can back up our Android phones.
Hey guys, Josh Osborne here with Pahrump's own Great Computer Deals. It's time for another quick tutorial. If you've been following it along, we've been discussing backups and how important it is this day and age to make sure all that important data on our phones, our tablets, our laptops, our desktops gets backed up in the event of an emergency. We see it in this repair center all the time. I hate having to give out bad news when that data is lost forever. There is something you could do about it, but you have to act now. We're going to discuss right now how to back up your Android smartphone. If you have an iPhone, watch our previous video, we discussed that. But today we're talking about Android smartphones. And if you have your phone on you, feel free to get it out right now and follow along. Number one, before you do an Android backup, you got to make sure that your device is connected to Wi-Fi. You cannot do backups over your data plan with your cell carrier. You have to be on your home or business Wi-Fi, so make sure that's connected. Next thing to do is you want to click on your settings. It's an easy one to tell. It's that little cogwheel icon. And under settings, you want to click on the word Google, and you want to scroll down to where you see the word that says backup. Now, if you have a hard time following these steps, or you're watching this video and you don't have the phone on you, you can always type in the search box backup and catch up right to where we are right now. But under backup, you're going to see something that says backup and restore, or the word backup. And when you're there, you're going to see another option that says backup to Google One. Google One is basically the service that Google/Android offer to those phone users to back up all that information. You can just click on the button that says backup now, and the process just starts immediately. Keep in mind, Google will give you 15 gigs, count them, 15 gigs of free storage. That's going to last you for quite some time. You're going to get notifications that your backups are no longer taking place because you've run out of disk space. Don't sit on those warnings for months and months at a time and forget about them. Act right away and purchase more storage space through Google. But we have more videos coming. We've covered Apple iPhone, we've covered Android. We're going to discuss how to do this on a Windows PC next. So make sure you stay tuned for the next quick tutorial.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look through our Lerner & Rowe weather cam at this cloudy October day. Lots of cloud cover in the area and more is rolling in. Will those temperatures cool down with that overhead cover? We'll take a closer look in weather after this break.
I hate car shopping. I don't like dealing with all the rude salespeople.
We get it. Greg here with the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. Have you noticed that prices have skyrocketed and the level of service has tanked? Whatever it is we're shopping for, so have we. If you're shopping for your next vehicle, try the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. Visit us on PahrumpCars.com to shop from a great selection of new Chevrolet and GMCs, plus hundreds of quality pre-owned vehicles.
Wow, the Auto Plaza makes it easy.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Desert View Hospital. We're here when you need us, providing compassionate and friendly care to our neighbors since 2006. DesertViewHospital.com.
Good evening, Nevada. I'm Kaylee Bentler in the News 25 Weather Studios. Let's check out the regional weather. We got Fernley Found at 60 degrees, Weather Twins. Carson City at 63, Tonopah 66, Goldfield 68, Beatty at 82, Amargosa 87, Las Vegas 85, and Death Valley at 94. But over in the paradise of Pahrump, we're seeing scattered clouds, but we're at 81 degrees. We saw a high of 84, winds in the south-southwest, 5 miles per hour, humidity 12%, sun rose this morning at 6:59, and this evening it'll set at 5:55. Humidity at 23%, winds in the east, 4 miles per hour, the low of 53, and those scattered clouds still sticking around. Let's take a look at the rest of the week. Sunshine tomorrow at 88 degrees, and then we got clouds rolling in come Saturday and Sunday, 88 and 86 for that weekend, and then clouds sticking around all through the week, landing on sunshine on Thursday, seeing 68 degrees. We're getting down. We're getting down to the fall weather. And that's your look at the weather. Back to the desk. Here's Unette.
Thanks so much, Kaylee. And we here at KPVM would like to give a special thanks to everyone who came out to support me, the internship coordinator for the Department of Communication at the College of Southern Nevada, where I held my second annual Communication and Journalism Internship Fair. It was on the West Charleston campus of CSN, and lots of internship providers came out to support, and we want to give a special thanks to the Vegas Golden Knights, Fox 5 News, NBC3, ABC 13, and of course KLAS Channel 8, who came out to support with their VIPs like Sherry Swinsk, Nate Tannenbaum, their news director, and other executives who came out to speak with students who are interested in interning. And those interns get college credit in my course at CSN, Journalism 290 and Com 196. They also get invaluable experience, and we prepare them to be able to work in news entities like right here at KPVM News. So thanks again, and if you missed our second annual internship fair, there will be another one next October on the West Charleston campus of CSN, and we look forward to seeing you there. Thanks again to all of our internship providers. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and A's Country Radio, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.
They've outgrown their homes and started looking for new ones. But one couple gets a low appraisal, so they can't buy a bigger house. Homes in Black and Latino